everybody!
What?
It's Mailbag Day! I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince!
And today, it's time for some more mail. Vince, today we have 5 packages. Quite a bit of mail to go through. And this is all stuff that's come to us over the last 3-4 weeks. We haven't checked the mailbag in a while. The mailbag, because we've got a bag that mail just shows up in. We haven't checked the P.O. Box in a while. So it's time to see what we got. And let's go ahead and jump into it. The first thing is something that I've already done a review on, because I read this when we got it in. And then I was like, oh, I just read this and it's funny and I want to review it. So, what we got was Powerpuff Girls number 34. And I reviewed that. It was kind of fun. Dan Slott wrote one of these. And
really?
Yeah. And
that's kind of awesome.
This comes from... Oh, I'm sorry. This is the back end of this. This is going to take just a minute. There's some stuff here. This comes from Justin Kennan out of Illinois, and he writes, Dear Captain Logan and Vince, I am writing on behalf of McKendree University's Literary Interest Society. So immediately, my interest is piqued. Literary Interest. The Literary Interest Society is an organization that endeavors to spread the love of literature in all of its forms to McKendree campus and surrounding community. LIS sponsors numerous events throughout the year, including book sales, book clubs, writing circles, poetry slams, and a featured author series. We are planning on having a silent auction to help pay for the annual LIS trip to the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. The trip has also previously included visits to the Art Institute of Chicago, Field Museum, and Shed Aquarium. These trips have helped to expand students' learning and understanding of Shakespeare's works. On January 14, we will have our 3rd silent auction to promote the love of literature and increase funds designated for community projects. Your help with our event would go a long way to make the silent auction successful and greatly improve the quality of resources LIS can offer to the community. I just gotta say that as super well written as this letter is, and like it's really formal and everything, it's really fun to see Captain Logan and Vince at the top of a formal letter like this. Indeed. So we would greatly appreciate a donation to be featured in our silent auction. So they're wanting us to send something to put in their auction. Maybe my novel, maybe something like that. Yeah. In return for your generosity, we will happily include your business on our list of local businesses dedicated to promoting literacy featured in the donor recognition section of our informative pamphlet. I think this is a really worthwhile endeavor. I am not making fun of this endeavor. I think it's absolutely fantastic. But there's a part of me that wants to do this just to put Geekvolution on that list. So people are like, what the heck is that? Geekvolution? What? Thank you for considering our request. If you have any questions or need further information about how you can help, please feel free to contact us. P.S. In lieu of the aforementioned donation, we would happily accept monetary donation as well. And then what he gives us is this list of t-shirts. So they're doing these custom t-shirts that have different... So like this is the order form, and they're doing these t-shirts where they've picked different quotations from various works of literature, and you can get that printed on a t-shirt. One of them is Don't Panic from Douglas Adams, and so I'm considering that, yeah. So some of these are Love All, Trust a Few, Do Wrong to None, William Shakespeare, Don't Panic, Douglas Adams, Call Me Ishmael, of course, and Never Compromise Even to the Face of Armageddon from Alan Moore. Yeah, they got a Watchman quote there. That's
I'm kind of digging the Edgar Allan Poe.
I have great faith in fools, self-confidence, my friends call it. Yes. So, anyway, lots of really interesting things there. I'm definitely considering getting a t-shirt, but I think at the very least, we will send a donation for the silent auction. I think that's a great idea. I'm definitely willing to do that, and, yeah, so that's the plan. I think we should definitely support that.
And they sent this, too.
Yes.
I love that they sent this, mainly because what that says is that just because they are a literary organization and they like to promote things like Shakespeare and all of the great classics, there is room for things that are not necessarily part of any canon.
Well, at least according to the guy that watches us that's part of that society.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? I like that. I
like it too.
I think that's great taste.
Yeah. Plus, this is a really funny comic book. I already mentioned this, but I haven't shown you this. I already mentioned this in the vault, but I got to show this to Vince and see if he thinks this joke is funny. Bubbles walks up to this guy at a circus. Don't worry, mister. No one's gonna take your bull or your lion.
That's cute.
I think that's funny. Anyway, next up, This one comes from Divid22. This is just a single comic book with no letter. Spider-Man Special Edition #1. This is a one-shot that came out before they started doing Venom miniseries, and I have not done a vault on this, but I thumbed through it when we got it, and I will be doing a vault on this very soon. So thanks very much for sending that. Dan and I have been doing tons and tons of Venom, and he sent me one I didn't have.
Sweet.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that great?
Good show, my friend.
I know. I couldn't believe it. Well done. Have you been stalking the Batcave? Okay. Next up.
You wouldn't be Joseph Gordon-Levitt, would you?
This is a long, long list of stuff. This is a big box, and this comes from our good friend Boo Rat, who comments all the time. You know Boo Rat?
Yeah.
He comments all the time, and Boo Rat writes, "Howdy from the far..." Oh, dear Captain Logan events. "Howdy from the far-off land of Texas. It's me, your favorite insane YouTube commenter, Boo Rat, a.k.a. Boo Rat, with only 2 O's. How I normally spell it, but YouTube said it was already taken when I signed up." Wow, that's amazing. A.k.a. William Joseph Blackshire. You can use my real name, because if they really wanted to find me, it isn't that hard to backtrace my Facebook, which is linked to my YouTube channel / subscription. I'm writing...
Duly noted.
I'm writing y'all today, sending you guys a stack of comics, books, and DVDs for a lend / trade / gift / review / whatever floats your boat.
Water usually floats my boat.
I go on, let me list off what they are just to make sure you got them all safely, and so we know what each is up for anyway. So I've already taken a look at this list and checked it and made sure everything was in the box. I'm not going to go through everything he wrote on the list. I'm going to show you all the stuff in the box. Basically, the list is things that he wants back and things that he wants us to keep.
Oh, cool.
And basically, what he's asked for, what he suggested is he's asked us to please, in exchange for the stuff he's letting us keep, give him a subscription to Geeks United. That's what he's asked for, and he said it's definitely more than $20 worth. We could sell it all on eBay and get it back, and I've seen the box and I believe him. So we will be giving you a subscription to Geeks United for the box, and thanks very much for doing that. And we will send back everything you want back. Some of these things he's like, I haven't decided yet if I want it back or not, so I'll have to talk to him. But basically, he sent us a big box of stuff and said some of this I want back, but said specifically the things that he's allowing us to keep. The good thing is, at least on my end, the best thing is he sent some DVDs that I'm missing in my superhero movie collection, and he's allowing me to keep those, so that's awesome. So, this is kind of backwards from what the box looked like when I first opened it, of course. So what's on top used to be on the bottom. But anyway, here's the Batman and Robin novelization, which is hilarious.
Graphic novelization?
Yeah, because they got Dennis O'Neil to write it, and it's Batman and Robin, so that's hilarious. And the art looks really good, even though it's Batman and Robin.
That's pretty great. And
it's hilarious, yeah. And this is, I think, the only novelization of the Batman movies of the original 4 that I'm missing. I think I have all the other ones. So, do I have one for '89? See, now I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. I know I have one for Returns in Forever. But anyway, yeah. So that's hilarious and awesome. And my wife sat down and read it.
She does like that movie.
Yeah, but nobody's stoner. She knows it's bad, but she thinks it's hilarious, so that's why she likes it. Okay, so then we have Stan Lee's animated movies, The Condor and Mosaic. I've heard these are awful. I don't know. I haven't seen them.
I've seen them. Yeah, they're not good.
Are they pretty bad? But they, of course, go on the list, and there they are, so I'll have to do rewinds on them down the line. I'm sure 5 people will watch those rewinds. And then we got a DVD of Boba Hotep. The look on your face.
I like that movie a lot. I don't care what anybody says. That's a good movie.
This is another one I've really been excited to get my hands on. I've seen this. It's really quite good.
I've not seen it.
This is the DVD of The Amazing Screw-On Head. My stepdad got a copy of this, and I think maybe my Uncle Steve gave it to him. I forget. But he sat me down one day and said, hey, Captain Logan, because my stepdad calls me Captain Logan. He was like, have you seen The Amazing Screw-On Head? And I'm like, no. And he's like, it's Mike Mignola. I was like, really? And David Hyde Pierce voices somebody in this, and it's really good. It's really good.
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
I like Paul Giamatti a lot.
It's good. Here is a book from Viper Comics called Villains. And like I said, some of this he's asked for back. I'm not going to go through all that right now, but we'll deal with that later. The Spider-Man super thriller Deadly Cure featuring Hobgoblin. He saw me mention that I had one of the Iron Man ones of these on a vault. I mentioned that when I was reviewing an Iron Man comic. And he was so he said this because it reminded him of it.
I used to love those things when I was younger.
Here's the Robin Elseworlds annual number 3. Adventures of Spawn.
The director's cut.
I've read this. This is hilarious, by the way. There's that. He in his note, he was like, you've complained that Jason can't read Spawn comics. Here's one he can read. Let's see, Castle Waiting: The Curse of Brambley Hedge. This is a black and white comic from Olio. Okay, so I know nothing about this.
Those are delicious.
Of any kind. Yeah, it sounds great.
Oreos?
I don't see any cream filling, though.
Aw.
Then, let's see, Scar Tissue, Volume 1. Have you heard of this?
It's Tissue 1.
Have you heard of this?
No.
I haven't either, from Comics Press. So, wow, he's got a big one on me on indie comics, man. Because here's some stuff I've never heard of. Mutant Texas! From Oni Press. Now, Oni Press, I know, they published The Sixth Gun by Cullen Bunn.
Mutant, Texas, so it's kind of like saying Mutant Texas.
This one looks interesting. Battle Hymn, Farewell to the First Golden Age.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
This is from Image. So, lots and lots of indie comics, and I think this is all stuff that he's wanting us to do vaults on. So, we might try to split these so you can do some of this indie stuff, Vince.
Indeed. I'm definitely interested in Battle Hymn.
Here's Batman Haunted Gotham, an Elseworlds story that I've not read. I think people have gotten wind that I freaking love Elseworlds stories, because it seems like every other Mailbag day there's Elseworlds that I've never seen before, and I'm like, yes, Elseworlds! So you'll definitely see a vault on that from me. And then, on the bottom here is a hand-drawn picture from Boo Rat of me and Vince as superheroes. Yeah, so, by the way, I like this picture, but I don't like that my hair looks like broccoli.
Well,
but,
sorry. Well, it does kind of...
we have like this look we have like this the steampunk vehicle. See the steampunk vehicle that has like I want to know what we're crossing off. Yeah, it's like so
it's reviews.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 27 of something we've marked on the side of our steampunk vehicle.
You know, I think it's hilarious that he uses the shirt that I've only worn like 4 or 5 times on the show.
People love that shirt. The last time you wore it, 2 or 3 people were like, he's wearing a Sandman shirt! It does kind of look like a Sandman shirt. I think he got you spot on.
Why, thank you.
Like, that looks like a Mike Mignola Vince. That's what I think. Yeah.
I love the gloves.
So, what he did, the reason we're looking on the back is because he sent us 2 copies. So what he did was he made a photocopy of this. He said for Jason to color, is what he said. He made a photocopy for Jason. And then this is the original. He actually drew this and sent us the original. So, that was really cool. Boo Rat, thanks so much. That was so neat of you to do, man. And, we'll definitely... What I'll probably try to do is maybe scan this and put it up on the website or someplace.
I do have a scanner.
So that people can see it, yeah. So that'll be really cool. And, let people take a look at it. Thanks a lot for doing that. Really cool. And maybe you're right. Maybe I should shave a little bit. I don't know. All right. So let me put this box back together, and then we'll get to the last thing. Now, the last thing comes from Dan's News, and I know I'm always saving Dan's News for last. That might be because he always sends amazing things, and that's not to say that other people didn't send amazing things, but this is really, really, really cool. So, Dan's News one day said, hey, Captain Logan, have you read Y the Last Man? And I said, I've read the first trade, but I haven't read past that. He said, okay, I'm going to send you all of it for Vault. And so he bought us hard covers of these. And yeah, so what he did was he sent, let's see, we got book 1, book 2. So like I got a lot of Vault to do right now. Sorry.
I get the feeling that some of our viewers really like the Geekvolution.
Yeah, people are really, really cool. And here's book 5. So we're missing book 4 right now. It wasn't available on Amazon at the time. I've talked to Dan since then, and he said that he had found it on eBay, and he's sending me that separately. So cool. I'm gonna get that too. And so that's all of it. Once I get the other one, I know King's gonna really love that I'm finally doing these. This is one of King's favorite things. He's a big fan of Brian K. Vaughan.
Wasn't that King's decision for you guys to read Volume 1?
Yeah, it was, in fact, yeah. At one point when we were going to do... Nobody knows about that. We were going to do a panel at one point, me and Eric and Manos and King, on different comics that were favorites of some of ours, but other people hadn't read. And the one he picked was Y the Last Man, and so I read the first trade, but then that panel never happened, so I haven't read further into it. But I really enjoyed that first trade, so I'm really ecstatic to finally get to read this. Anyway.
Well,
yes?
That first page grabs me. A man hanging upside down in a straitjacket said, "Did you know Elvis had a twin brother?"
So anyway, that's it for Mailbag Day this time. Thanks everybody for sending us stuff. We always really appreciate it. We really appreciate it, and I have enough stuff to do on the vault now for probably like a year, and I'm doing Spawn Year, so. But it's going to be great. Vince is going to do, I'm sure, some of the stuff that we got today, and on the vault, or at least I'm going to try to strong arm him into doing some of the stuff we got on the vault today.
That battle hymn is going to end up in my reading list.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thanks as always for watching. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince.
See you later.